What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a predictions video for WWE Hell in a Cell 2022. It's happening early, not like before. It was, I believe, in October all the time. I think it was October or September was the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view anyways. This year it's early. It's June, the beginning of June already. Pretty soon it'll be fucking December in 6 months. But anyways, this is my Hell in a Cell 2022 predictions video. I kind of wanted to do this like Tuesday, but I put it off. I've been busy. And I've been tired. Anyways. So here we go. Before I start, here's a poster, if you wanted to know, for Hell in a Cell. Cody Rhodes on it. And I'm representing with my new American Nightmare Cody Rhodes shirt. There it is. If you couldn't tell what wrestling shirt I'm wearing, it's an American Nightmare Cody Rhodes shirt. I'm very happy the guy's back. I'm a fan of his. I liked him in AEW. But for some reason, I don't know why, I think he fits a lot better. It just feels right that Cody is back in the WWE. He just, to me, fits in better, taking on the WWE superstars other than what he did in AEW. Which, he did some good stuff with MJF. He got whipped with a belt 10 times. He had a really good cage match with Wardlow, I believe. And, what else? He had a good dog collar match with Brody Lee. That was awesome. The late, great Brody Lee destroyed him. Took the TNT title from him, I believe. He had good matches with Darby Allin, I believe. And maybe even Jungle Boy. I'm not sure. But Cody Rhodes is back. If you didn't know, you should. Cody's back in the WWE. If you've been living under a rock. If for some reason you stopped watching wrestling and just stopped following it and you just haven't been able to get into it, I don't understand that, but okay. So Cody's back. He returned at WrestleMania. Had a classic with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania Backlash. Had a better matchup. Better than WrestleMania. And then, this Sunday, hasn't happened yet. I don't know the future. But I will predict it. Predict the matches, not the future. The future of the country, we're fucked. Unless they're going to ban assault weapons. All I got to say is you can't live scared and stay in your house hiding from possible shootings or mass shootings. You got to still live your life. Just when you go out, be safe. Be careful. Look around you, your surroundings, that you're not hanging out with a bad crowd or not around bad people. That's all I got to say. And if I was in power of the country, president, you would not like it. You assault weapon gun owners, you would not like it. I'd ban every assault weapon, and if you do a mass shooting, you get the electric chair. So back to my predictions. Let's start them. Up first, let's predict, why not, Omos again. Omos and Bobby Lashley again. But this is actually different, at least. It's 2-on-1. Handicapped. Lashley takes on Omos and MVP. I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley. I don't know. I think Omos won at WrestleMania Backlash, I believe. So they're tied up 1-1. I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley to win and defeat Omos and MVP. This time, MVP will take the pin. Up next, let's predict Ezekiel, not Elias, his brother. Ezekiel up against Kevin Owens. Should be entertaining. I'm going to predict, shocker, Ezekiel wins. Let's go with the U.S. title match. I bet you they move it to the pre-show. Or the kickoff, whatever. Pre-show, kickoff, same thing. But I have a feeling the U.S. title match will be put on the kickoff. And they'll just have 6 matches on the pay-per-view. They only got 7 matches booked. That's good. If it's not a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam or a Survivor Series, you don't need 10 matches or more. Double or Nothing last Sunday, I believe, had like 13 to 14 matches. And that show was fucking long, but I enjoyed it. Didn't feel that long. So, yeah, up next, U.S. title. Theory defends against Ali. They have my God, they have just constantly had Ali lose over and over. Like, non-stop losing. They're just getting beat up by Ciampa and disqualified to lose. I don't think Ali wins, but I would not be shocked if he won the U.S. title. I mean, how'd they get him back to work? Seriously. I thought they were going to let him sit at, or Vince was going to let him sit at home and pay him. They're probably paying him pretty damn good, I would guess. His contract, probably $250,000 maybe. I don't know. Could be less. That's a lot of money, $250,000 for just letting a guy sit at home to punish him. That's stupid. Use him. So I don't know if creative came up with something and they called Ali and he agreed and said, I like that, I'll be back at work because they have something for him. I don't know, but he's lost a lot. Maybe Vince is trying to build him up by having him lose, and then get a big win and win the U.S. title on a pay-per-view in his hometown. Ali is from Chicago. So I would not be surprised if Ali wins for a great pop, but I don't think it will happen. My prediction is Theory. If Ali wins, I'll be very pleasantly surprised. Up next, 6-person mixed tag. This should be damn good because I like all the talents. Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Liv Morgan, I don't know what to call them, the Too Sweet Crew, the club, Phenomenal Club, I don't know, the Watch Me Club, I don't know, the Ballard Club, you could call them. They don't have a name, but they always are doing that. And anyways, by the way, Elite and Young Bucks, you did not start that in wrestling. You fucking did not. Anyways, Finn, AJ Styles, Liv Morgan against the Judgment Day, Edge, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley. I loved her heel turn at WrestleMania Backlash. It was about time that she turned heel. She's a natural heel. She's very good as a heel or a babyface. But I was sick of her as a babyface with Liv Morgan. So this is a much better role for Rhea to be in, to be a heel. And it's awesome she's in a faction. For Judgment Day to be a real faction, you kind of need 4 people, or maybe 3's enough, but you could have 4. But NWO started out with 3, Hogan, Hall, and Nash. Could we see Finn turning during the match or after it and joining the Judgment Day? I don't think so. To me, that doesn't make sense for Finn to join them. He's a babyface. He's been working as a babyface. Why the fuck would he turn heel out of nowhere to join the Judgment Day when he's been fighting against them? That would be stupid booking. And what the fuck would that do for Finn to be a heel? Not anything good for his career, in my opinion. What would you do with him? Give him or Priest the tag titles? I doubt it, because the undisputed tag titles are staying on the Usos for a very, very long time, until probably Roman loses a title. Then the Usos will lose their titles. But, yeah, my prediction for this 6-person mixed tag, I'm going to go with the 2 Sweet Crew. Liv, Finn, and AJ. I like how they're booking Liv and Rhea. They have given them a lot of TV time on Raw. Good booking for those two. I like that creative for Liv and Rhea. Liv loses a lot, but she had a great match with Rhea on Raw. They had a lot of time. I believe Liv got the win. I love Liv Morgan. If I knew where my Liv Morgan shirt was, I'd have it hung up here, but I don't feel like looking right now. But I do have a Liv Morgan white shirt. Again, I only buy shirts of wrestlers I'm a really big fan of. So, again, AJ, Finn, Liv, win. Up next, No Holds Barred. This was just booked as No Holds Barred on SmackDown. Corbin. Happy Corbin taking on Madcap Moss. Don't call him Dorkcap Moss. I don't want to call him Dorkcap anymore. It's a running joke I have on Twitter where I started calling him Dorkcap when he was with Corbin, but then when he got dropped on his fucking head, almost broke his neck, I stopped calling him Dorkcap. But sometimes I bring it back on Twitter. But seriously, don't call him Dorkcap. It's time to retire that joke. But I retired it, but others can keep using it. Or keep tweeting it at me. So, Madcap Moss, Happy Corbin, No Holds Barred. I almost thought Adam Pearce was going to say your match is inside Hell in a Cell, but it is not. Thank God there's only one Hell in a Cell match. That's good. That makes it special and mean more. You can't have like 2 or 3 cell matches on a show. That's overkill. That's bad, dumb booking. So Madcap Moss wins against Happy Corbin. They will probably have a good No Holds Barred match. Hopefully a lot of weapons are used and a lot of tables are broken. So up next, we're about to be at the Hell in a Cell main event here. Raw Women's Championship. By the way, no SmackDown Women's title match. Originally, it was going to be Ronda and Sasha. And Sasha was going to lose, no doubt. But that's off because Sasha decided to take her ball and go home. You can defend her all you want if you think it's right. Her and Naomi left. That's your opinion. I think it was bad and stupid business to do. But that's not the first time it has happened that a talent walked out because of creative. The guy that was the worst was the Ultimate Warrior. In 1991, he walked out, or actually he's fired, but he wouldn't go to the ring to be in the fucking main event of SummerSlam 91. He wouldn't go in the fucking ring until he got more money out of Vince. And Vince paid him, then he fired him. But seriously, I can I understand talent leaving, walking out over creative that they hate or do not agree with for their character, or creative that doesn't make any sense. And to me, it doesn't make sense to have Sasha and Naomi break up as a tag team, or Naomi was going to pin Sasha. Maybe that wasn't true. I don't know. Who cares? I'm not Sasha or Naomi. And they're not my favorites. So I'm not upset about it. And I still think it's bad that they shouldn't have walked out. They should have said, I don't know, let's do the match. And after they lose to the women's champs, I don't know. I don't know what I would have done if I was them. I wouldn't have walked out, that is for sure. That's like, to me, you can disagree with creative or not. You can like it or hate it. You shouldn't walk out. Seriously, you shouldn't. Because you're being paid by a company to do a job. But anyways, it's not the first time. As I said, Ultimate Warrior did it, held up Vince, but that was the worst of the worst. To do that shit. To like tell your boss, I'm not going out on a pay-per-view unless you pay me more. And that's the worst. What the Warrior did to Vince. Stone Cold walked out on Vince. That was not good because Stone Cold was still super, super over the number one babyface. But he walked out. He had enough. He didn't want to lose to Brock on a Raw in a King of the Ring match. I understand that. That is dumb booking, and that should have been on a pay-per-view. Brock Austin could have main evented a pay-per-view in 2002. Or 2003, maybe. So, yeah. Walking out is not good. If you have a job, don't do it. Unless your boss is, like, harassing you or some shit. And then you had enough, and just tell your boss to fuck off and quit. But just my opinion, I don't believe Sasha and Naomi had a right to say fuck off, we're leaving. Because they were paid very well, I'm sure, and they probably made a lot of money in merchandise. But I guess it wasn't about the money to them. It was about they wanted to stay tag team champs, and they were upset about not being pushed as a tag team. I don't know. And I don't care enough to care. So, Bianca Bel-Air defending the Raw Women's title triple threat is supposed to be Bianca Naomi. That's not going to happen. That would have been an awesome matchup. But I would still pick Bianca Belair to win. She is a superstar. She is a star. Definitely top 1 or 2 or 3 women in the company. Bianca's great. I fucking love her. She's awesome. So Bianca defends against originally Asuka. But then it's turned into a triple threat. This is awesome. 3 top women going at it for the women's title. It's a big fight field, big pay-per-view matchup. This match, I could see at a SummerSlam, but I doubt they do it again. I'm just saying for a B- pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell. Hopefully it's an A+ show. I think it will be very good. The card is pretty good. But for a non-WrestleMania SummerSlam, this is a hell of a triple threat. This could main event a WrestleMania. Bianca Belair, Asuka, Becky Lynch, my prediction. I love Asuka. She's my favorite wrestler still. But Bianca will win and retain, and she should. I think Becky takes the pin. Hopefully Asuka doesn't get pinned again. because I believe she lost on Raw to Bianca, and that was a waste. Raw shouldn't have done Bianca Asuka. They should have saved that for a pay-per-view. I'm not complaining that Raw is trying to put on big matches, but Asuka Bianca didn't have to be on Raw. But Bianca Belair retains. Main event, Hell in a Cell. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, takes on Seth freaking Rollins. It is going to be awesome. They're going to beat the fuck out of each other. I wish one of them could bleed and do that, but I doubt they will. You don't need blood in WWE anymore. I never expect anybody to bleed. But for a Hell in a Cell, they should let them. But again, I won't be disappointed if nobody bleeds, because the product is still PG. And I'm not complaining. Inside the Hell in a Cell, with or without blood, it will be fucking great. Cody, Seth have great chemistry. They have great matches together. Damn good matches. After this should be the end of the feud. This should be the final battle, the blow-off match to the feud. My prediction, Cody Rhodes wins and goes 3-0 versus Seth freaking Rollins. Hope you enjoy Hell in a Cell. I will. I'll be watching it. I'll be tweeting it at WWE NXT Guy on Twitter. That's me. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hope you enjoy my predictions to Hell in a Cell 2022. My favorite matches I'm looking forward to is the Raw Women's title triple threat and Cody and Seth. And the 6 mixed tag should be good. The rest, they could be on a Raw. Bye for now.